Hey boys, I see you coming over here. You want to play some Super Smash Brothers Melee that I totally have in my dungeon basement? Yeah, see? What? No, I definitely will not smash you with the sledgehammer, break your kneecaps, and then drink your marrow like a milkshake, and then implant my babies inside your cerebellum so that they slowly devour your brain and you can't move. Nope, not at all.
Nope, that's definitely not gonna happen because today we are playing How to Date an Entity and Stay Alive. According to the the game dev's own itch page, there are 10 endings, and that for our own sanity, he actually recommends we not try to get them in one sitting. So I'm gonna try 3, maybe 4 attempts, depending on how all things go. And see if we can make at least that latter half of the title real, and if not, the first half. Let's get started. What is your character's name? My name is Snek. Pleased to meet you. Your character's name will be Snek. How would you like your character to appear? I am a dude. Thank you. That is a maybe Snek in his like teenage years because yeah, I don't wear socks. Just saying. Snek. Are you seriously just going to sit there all day again? You're 25. You need to start. Well, so much for teenage years. You need to start doing something with your life. Hey, I am doing something. I'm thinking, and thinking is hard work too, you know. Yeah, given the face, I don't think there's a single thought in that head. Really? Think about what exactly? How to freeload off me forever? What about dating? I know some nice people. I can introduce you to their kids. That's even harder than finding a job. Ooh. Hashtag relatable. Sigh. Alright then, what is your type? Don't sell yourself short, I'll help. I think he's trying to signal something. I don't have one. I know exactly what you're thinking. I'm your mom, after all. That's it. Don't come back to enough money to pay rent. What? Ugh. You're serious? Bang. Sigh. Even if I started a job right now, I wouldn't get paid for at minimum a week, if not more. Like, that's a little hardcore. What do I do now? A brochure. Job opportunity. Assistant at village grocery store. Position assistant. Perks, free accommodation, friendly team, peaceful village life. Apply now at villagergrocery.com. Start fresh, live free, join our community. Wait, assistant at village grocery store. Free accommodation? This sounds easy enough. Alright, let's give this a shot. I'm applying. Some days later. Dimly lit room, bathed in the pale, flickering glow of a TV screen. The muffled static hum of the TV is the first sound you hear.
Any job that I saw that would have that, I would have, alarm bells going off in my head.
Yeah.
This place is trying to steal my kidney.
This is a human trafficking ring. Do not go here under any circumstances. Wake up on the sofa, disoriented. The TV is on, displaying static. Oh, the next thing fall asleep. Since when, I wonder? Guess I was a bit too tired. What time is it? Clock on the wall ticks loudly, its hands pointing to 9 o'clock. So it's just 9 p.m. I thought it'd be later than that. My back. I don't even start actually using my bed. What's that sound? Is it a siren? Something isn't right here. I should look around. Or I could not. Entrance, a window, the newspaper, TV. Guess we'll check the entrance. It's so loud outside. What just happened? Alright, look out the window then, if you're too dumb to use a peephole. The outside the window is nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's like staring into a bottomless pit. Strangely enough, despite the darkness outside, light somehow shines into the room from here. Maybe I should stop being lazy and clean this messy piece of glass, huh? Even though I doubt that's related to whatever's causing this phenomenon. It's just too weird. You decided to lock the window, just in case. You know, sound start. Newspaper.
I'm surprised that they didn't mention on something about like, oh, that would require the artist to make something that for an outside.
Super
Because
clean.
every game now has to be, fourth wall breaky.
Yeah. Is your home truly clean? A spotless clean, we go beyond the surface, ensuring every corner of your space is not only neat, but immaculate. Our team specializes in thorough, deep cleaning techniques that leave no trace behind. Call now for a consultation. Perfect weather for the weekend. Meteorologists predict clear skies and comfortable temperatures this weekend, ideal for outdoor activities. Despite this, some residents claim an unusual chill has lingered in the air after sundown. Disappearance epidemic. Authorities are baffled by the disappearance of 5 villagers in less than a month. I wonder if it has to do with that darned human trafficking ring we signed up to be a part of. Adding to the growing unease in this isolated, storm-swept settlement. The missing, ranging from a little girl to a well-known singer, vanished without trace, leaving no signs of struggle or departure. Never expected that buying a newspaper out of pity could help me calm myself down for a bit. Why did I even move here again? This village gives me the creeps. Well, apparently our protagonist is about as dumb as I actually am, so that's good. Haven't had a chance to unpack yet. I'm not making excuses. I've been really busy. At the very least, I unpacked the clothes hanger. Singular? Okay. The kitchen. There's no reason to go there yet. Well, I mean, there's always snacks. There's always a reason to go to the kitchen. But fine. Supernatural Force Registry. Did I leave the TV on? I don't remember falling asleep with it running. This is not a test. An anomaly has been detected in your area. Oh, good. We live in an analog horror universe. Remain indoors and lock all entrances, and in no circumstances should you open your door. Even if someone you know appears to be outside, do not respond to knocks, voices, or cries for help. Can do, good buddy. You're working to contain the situation. Stay calm, keep all lights off, and avoid looking outside. If there was a broadcast that said that, I think that would probably incite more panic. Further instructions will follow. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. This broadcast will repeat until there are none left to hear it. Is this a prank?
This broadcast will repeat until morale improves.
I just looked outside the window. Okay, maybe I'm just being paranoid. Let's not freak out yet. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I spooked myself. I just finished my line. Couldn't you wait a bit? Hello? No, you're in there. Come out. Something isn't right here. What should I do? Well, first I'm going to save my game because this is RenP and I can save anywhere. I was kind of hoping there would just be a blunder outside like an idiot option. I'm actually surprised at the restraint. But there are 10 possible endings. And it's possible that I may have already passed the threshold for some because like looking out the window was apparently something he deliberately comments on. But then again, that might have been flavor text. It might have been assumed that you checked everything before going to the TV anyway. But we'll see. So we're gonna start with doing what they told us not to do, and we're gonna acknowledge the voice. Who are you? Why did you come here? It's me, your neighbor. I still don't know who you are. In this context, you really wouldn't use your, even though that's technically grammatically correct. It's just a little stilted. Well, well, well. Oh, don't be so scared. As I said, I'm just your neighbor. You really don't remember me. That hurts, I just wanted to be your friend. She's talking in Tildes. She's going to murder us. Just so everyone's on the same page. Voice turning gentle and coaxing. It's so cold out here. Won't you let me in, just for a minute? What should I do? I know not opening the door is the most logical option, but you just have to hear her voice. Okay, let's do it, guys. Let's blunder headlong into death. I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready.
Oh no, she's hot!
Oh no, she's hot, said Snek, as he then died. Snek died somehow. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be A-okay.
Oh no, Snek, you are so dead.
I am super, super, super dead. Hi, dear. Who are you, ma'am? I've never seen you before. She's so huge. She is going to rip my spinal column out and beat me to death with it.
Rippin' pepperonis, Hipster the Snek. He was never even a PSO2 boss.
Yeah. I shouldn't be this down bad. I feel so disappointed in myself. What are you talking about, dude? No, it's fine. I'm sure she's not crazy at all. You should go give her a hug right now.
Can I just say something real quick before we continue?
What's that?
Can I just say that I hate Zoomer speak? I absolutely hate it. I don't understand where it came from. And maybe that's just me getting old, but like, why do you have to take everything that like is already a thing? Like, you know that like crushes and attraction, like having a crush on someone, you're making it more words to say you think someone is attractive. And yet you're making it sound even stupider.
Yeah, I was going to say
you make it.
That is the thing with Zoomer speak, is it basically is more words to say ideas that already have succinct expressions to describe them perfectly. It doesn't need to exist, but for some reason it does.
You know what the worst one is? The one I absolutely hate the most, and I see it all the time on Twitter. Aura farming. I have because honestly, when I heard that for the first time, I'm thinking it's like, is this some like, you know, Rune Factory-esque thing where it's like, oh yes, I'm going out to my, you know, conceptual fields in order to farm more aura in order to improve my kundalini. Whereas, you know, it's just, you look cool. That's literally all it is. It's just looking cool. It's not.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not Rune Factory farming where, you know,
where going that phrase might actually have made sense. It's not even like key cultivation. It's literally just looking cool in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
How should I call you?
So.
My name is Redacted.
You know what I can only imagine is that it's like, my name is Beep.
I mean, that's probably what he heard. You can call me Mrs. Okay. She's talking to me in emojis, guys. I am super, super dead if I wasn't already.
My name is a Mrs. Colon, close parentheses. Oh, no. No.
Super dead. If you want to. Okay. What about yours? Me, my name is Snek. Sorry, I sometimes forget. It's a complicated name, being 4 letters long. My Zoomer attention span.
My brain sometimes turns off for power saver mode.
That's a really weird name. Is that so? I don't want to hear that from someone literally named Redacted.
Beep.
My dear, it looks like your words and thoughts got all mixed up. By the way, she looks normal. Maybe I'm overthinking.
Oh god, is this a Sayano Uta situation where, like, she's psychically hypnotizing us into thinking that she looks normal when she's actually, like, some kind of horrifying mass of tentacles?
That is not impossible. I'm just saying, I know nothing about this game. I actually know this game exists because the YouTuber Manly Badass Hero popped up into my feed with this game. And I just read the title. I read the title of the video and I said, okay, I can't watch this video yet because I absolutely need to do this and die repeatedly before I see what he did. So I wanted to go in blind, and then I read a little bit on the itch page, and that is where we are today. That is my full sum knowledge of this game.
That's okay. You can quote me on this, and you can mock me, you know, rightfully if I'm wrong, but I'm going to predict that's what's going on here. She is actually some kind of, like, horrifying monster. And she is, because she basically is, like, plucked right out of, you know, Snek-kun. Not like the character, not you specifically. Like his mental, you know, like what he finds attractive.
Yeah, so. That would check out. No, definitely not overthinking.
Albeit, you know, she does seem pretty much tailor-made for you, although she's not nearly as... She'd need some more furry attributes. Like, give her some cow horns and some ears.
I'm never shaking the busty furry girl allegations.
You are never, ever. You can
Between-
run, but you can't hide.
Between Zed Technician and Lou, that's just my channel now. I didn't ask for this, but it happened anyway. Now I really have
You
to
heard it
lock
here,
in.
folks. The thick furry lady lifestyle
Chose me.
It chose him.
I didn't choose the thick furry ladies. The thick furry ladies chose me. Jokes aside, what's next? Should I ask her out? Yes. Yes, you should. Doesn't that mean I have to date her? No way. That can't be right.
I mean,
not sure if that's
usually
a good idea.
Usually is the assumption. Yes, if you are asking her out, that means that you date her.
Yeah, going on a date at the very least.
I mean, unless this is one of those like you guys both hang out at each other's houses situations. But I suppose that considered I mean, what really is the stipulation of a date? Do you actually have to go somewhere? Do you have to do something?
Not necessarily, I'd argue. Like, if you go out to a movie, everyone generally agrees that that's a date. So, like, if you stay in and you pop a DVD into your DVD player, is that not mechanically the same?
I mean, I guess, yeah, and it's significantly cheaper, might I add.
Yeah.
Speaking as a former theater staffer, guys, I'm going to tell you the secret sauce. This is how the sausage is made. The reason why movie theaters are so expensive is because most of the ticket, like 95% of the ticket, is going to the movie companies that they're renting the movies out from. Okay? The reason why concessions are so expensive is because that's how the actual theater chains make their money.
Yep.
And like they are buying everything in bulk. And so like you are buying like a 64 ounce a ocean sized soda. Let me tell you, those soda cans that they actually like produce the soda out of, you get those for pennies on the dollar. All right, that entirely is just profit. But that's the only way that they make profit, because they have to rent the films that they're showing, and every single time they show them, by the way, they also have to pay royalties. It's
because it's
really
screening.
It's really scummy. It is extremely scummy. But that's Hollywood, baby. So sorry. I mean, this was like my very first job. Like when Snek and I met each other. This was the job I had then. So
thousands of years ago, when the Earth was still young and green, Dietaku worked at a movie theater, and Snek was a bum. And now he's a YouTuber, so now he's a bum who plays video games.
But I mean, I went to see. The last movie I went to see was the Super Mario movie with Baby Pugum, and I guarantee you, I mean, it was the same situation as when I worked there. It's just everything has gotten more expensive, but that's because everything is more expensive now. So.
Yep. What's that paper? I'm not sure myself. Let's ignore it. You're much more important.
What's that paper? This is called a newspaper. I'm surprised that someone who's older than I am doesn't know what they are.
No, there was a paper that was slid under the door, and it was over here on the left. I'm gesturing with my mouse, but you're not going to see that in the final video. But just trust me when I say it was next to the door. She looks happy. She has compliments.
I will choose to accept this.
I'm curious, who sent it? Do you have any names in mind? What should I say? Also, I feel like I said something similar to this before. Maybe one of the scientists, my friend. What?
Scientists?
What scientists? Where did that get? I'm gonna put on a checkpoint here. The scientists. I think it's from.
Do you have any friends? It seems like Snek the character doesn't have any friends.
Yeah,
he doesn't have
dude, he doesn't have he didn't even have the option to go couch surfing at his friend's place. So obviously he has no friends or no friends nearby. And then he's suddenly bringing up scientists? It's like, what scientists? What are you talking about, dude?
I feel like we are. I feel like this is a new game plus situation.
And it might be.
Also, Snek, the character definitely. Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm not. This doesn't make sense because none of these in context make any sense. Like from your ... Your what? Also, the inconsistent quote mark is irking me. If you're gonna use them on all open and closed quotes, please. Scientists, maybe? I'm sure that you're not human. I saw the announcement on TV and this paper is decisive evidence. But joke's on you. I'm into this! I'm actually joking. What have I done? Oh, good. I get to die already. We're going to get that out of the way really early. You're a really interesting person. I thank you? Let's forget about that, shall we? You should get yourself familiar with this place first. Sure. An hour later. So we're just chilling. Yeah, I think I've gotten familiar enough with this place. But what should we do then? I mean, you're probably going to snap my head off and, drink my spinal fluid from the source, probably. Now it's time for the hardest part. I should look around first. For what? Literally, what are you... What? Okay, I'll drop another checkpoint so I can revisit this decision later, but maybe I'll make her some food? How about we grab something to eat? Oh, I thought you'd never ask. So what's on the menu?
Oh, no.
Do you have anything special for me? This could go multiple ways, and most of them badly for me. Got just
okay, I'm sorry. I had to step away for a second. My doctor called me.
You're good.
But I was like looking at the feed and I saw, the fact that her sprite started doing like really creepy things. So I'm like, hopefully she's not creeping on you too hard there, Professor.
I just got the thing. I'm sure you'll love it. Classic pizza. Pizza time. Not a bad choice, right? But do you have anything sweeter, like a dessert? Okay, so she really wanted the honey toast. Okay, am I allowed to cheat? Am I allowed to rewind? Am I allowed to call mulligan on that?
You know what? I will say yes. I mean, if you can rewind or undo.
Yeah, there is most Renpy has a rewind option by default, but there is an option to turn it off. What do you think about this? Oh no. She's doing the face. She's doing the yandere face. I will not survive.
This is not that's not necessarily yandere face. That could also be that. I mean, Mamako does that face in Okasan Online a lot.
This might be okay.
That's just the mature lady happy face.
Okay, right. I think the yandere face is both hands anyway.
Yes, if you're thinking of the Gasai meme where she's like, kind of squealing. Yes, that's both hands, and she's got the big grin.
Now.
Yes,
it's a personal favorite, sweet, warm, and comforting, like me. Wonk.
Wink.
I hope that's true.
I'm just saying, if this woman actually walked into your life there, Professor, I mean, I'd be like, first off, like, dang, that's really lucky. It's like, secondly, it's like, dang, I hope she, like, leaves him alive at least a little bit.
At least for a while. Please wait here patiently, Mrs. I've almost never used anything in here. But why does it look so dirty? It has to be the lighting, surely. Maybe, and don't call me Shirley. Enough yapping.
I'd just like to say, good luck. We're all counting on you.
What is that? A knife.
Airplane membership, yo, screening win, Professor.
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna say that you have the film, so I know you do.
Oh no, I do. I was saying no to collecting the knife.
No.
Because why do I need a knife? Obviously, I'm just entertaining a perfectly reasonable, normal guest, and there would be no need to arm myself in this context. Don't think a gun can do any harm to us, so forget about this piece of metal. And why would I need to anyway? It's gonna be fine.
Why? Okay, so hold on. I feel like I've missed something. Why are we trying to arm ourselves against her? I mean, apart from the fact that she's kind of slightly strange.
I think it's just a matter of you can preemptively prepare yourself. It's obvious the main character is at least a little clued into the fact that she is a danger. Now, that being said, it's also a matter of, like, future ramifications. Like, certain options will probably be available or not available depending on some of your choices. And it seems like he's in the kitchen anyway, and he's like, I have the option of arming myself in the event of the worst case scenario. And
Oh, okay. This is the adventure game. I found a rock, and it's like, why would the character pick up a rock? Well, it's because it's a thing that I have encountered.
Yep.
So
Bread, honey, icing, sugar, and ice cream. Drag them into my hands. Boop. Collect all of them. Boop. Boop. And boop.
ice cream.
Having never made honey toast, I couldn't testify to the accuracy of those ingredients.
Honestly, I would imagine. I mean, if it's call me crazy, but I think it's kind of in the name that honey toast just requires honey and toast.
Well,
But
come to think of it, the model of honey toast in Monster Rancher 4 appears to have a scoop of ice cream on it too.
I'm going to maybe for the next Snek sweets.
Oh.
I will look it up.
All right. Did you finish it? Of course. Here you are. Thanks. Oh yeah, that's normal.
Oh no, Snek.
Prehensile serpent tongue. Definitely normal. What do you think?
Oh,
It's my
no,
first
Snek.
attempt, but I think I nailed it. It's not bad, actually. A bit sweeter than I expected, though. Sweeter? Oh no, did I add too much syrup? But don't worry, I prefer it sweet.
Oh no, Snek. I'm looking it up. I'm looking at this. I'm like, actually, this looks pretty good.
Thought I messed it up. I thought I was gonna die. Glad you liked it.
Okay. All right. Are you prepared for this?
Okay.
All right. You need 3 slices of milk bread,
Okay.
a 1/8 ground cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 3 tablespoons honey, 4 tablespoons unsoftened butter, and vanilla ice cream or whipped cream.
Oh.
And basically it boils down to it's basically French toast. You're making French toast and then putting ice cream on it and then serving it with but it basically, yeah, it's a thing, and not only is it a thing, it's like actually apparently really popular. It's simultaneously in Northern Europe and in Tokyo, Japan.
Huh.
In fact, it's
Fair
called
enough.
Shibuya toast, apparently, according to Wikipedia.
Fair enough. 1 hour later.
Did she just open up her entire lower?
I don't
lower
think so. I think
face?
that was her face cast in shadow. Thank you for the
Okay,
meal.
because
No problem.
okay.
Okay, we're back at the main hub here. So let's try talking to her directly. How can I help you? I want to talk with you more. Oh, really? What should we talk about then? I don't know about you. How about that? All right. Oh. Oh boy, we're busting out the RRs now. You want to know more about me? That's right, you're so pretty, everyone wants to know you more. Really? What about this? I'm okay with this, let's be honest. I've had worse dates. You still want to know more about me? Yes. That's... That's really... Well, I mean, that probably would be my answer. I'd try to just be like, yeah, that's awesome. More of this, please. What? I always love a woman who can crush me and devour me alive. Okay, buddy, you're supposed to hold a few of your cards near your chest. How about you just dial it down from the 12
Am
you're
I gonna
at
have to
like...
read? Am I gonna have to read this next bit for you?
I got it. I just needed to compose myself for a moment.
Okay, because
I'm about to be clipped. I'm about to be clipped and taken out of context here. Is all I'm saying. I game face. I really love Dommy Mommy Lovecrafty and Eldritch Horror Wife. Sorry. I will tell you more about myself then.
I guess what I'm saying is, mommy, sorry, mommy, sorry, mommy, not sorry,
not sorry. Sure. So, what are you? You mean, who am I?
Oh no, we're dealing with one of the great old ones.
Don't be too serious.
I'm just teasing you. Actually, I am Larg Navargo, the Traveler. I go across the cosmos, bringing madness and terror wherever I go.
Why I have to answer when I'm the one who's asking? Whatever. I think you are some sort of alien, an urban legend, the devil. I don't want to know. I don't know. I feel like
I would say some kind of alien personally.
Yeah,
but
let's. It's gonna be. I think the best option will either be alien or urban legend of the village. Try some sort of alien.
I mean,
that's a really fun theory. So it's wrong? It's actually pretty close. Good job.
Oh, baby!
I'm an entity. At least, that's the closest concept humans can comprehend. I was born when the first life occurred here on Earth. That's... Okay, this is not what she just said, but the thing she said before. Like, Lovecraft had this notion that seeing or understanding certain things would drive men to madness. And the thing about that is, while I find the concept interesting, it's not something that can ever be translated. And by that I mean, like, for example, one of the things Lovecraft proposed would be deeply, deeply upsetting, would be to see geometry that looked one way and behaved another. But we can simulate that on computers, and it's fine. We can handle it just fine.
I think that the dude was, don't get me wrong, I think he was a very good pulp horror writer.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you also have to understand that the dude was very deeply troubled. And I'm not even talking about his, thoughts on ethnic groups, because, frankly, I find that boring. It's over-talked about. People poo-poo on him, when really, honestly, he's just a very deeply troubled, he led a very short, very deeply troubled, very unhappy life. I mean, the guy wrote a horror story about the horrors of air conditioning, for Christ's sake. He was not a well man. He was very interesting, but not well.
His ideas were imaginative, and some were especially evocative. But it's like, he had this notion, and it really took hold in sci-fi and horror, that some things are just radically beyond our understanding. And it's like, there's nothing in the universe that we've encountered that hasn't been overcome in one direction or another. And like, even stuff that we have no way of physically experiencing, we have a reasonably good grasp on what would happen if we could. Where it's like, oh, if gravity gets too big, time starts to bend. What's that look like? Well, we're not sure, and we can never actually experience it, but we can model it pretty decently. It's like, there's nothing in the universe that is so big or so complex. Like, there is a very elegant consistency in the universe, in physics, thermodynamics, chemistry, and like all of it. There's a rhyme and a reason, and yeah, certain things can change the rules, especially with really big things and really small things. But on the whole, we have a good grasp on it. So like, nothing out there is really going to bother us. Like, if I saw a Shoggoth, I'd respect it. It could definitely kill me. There's no question about that. But I'm not sure I'd fear it, in the sense that Lovecraft believed we would fear such things.
Yes, and I think honestly, like seeing something and knowing it actually like robs it of power.
Yeah.
Which is ironically kind of the thing in the Nasu, the Type Moon universe with magic, is that because people understand conceptual phenomena such, it actually robs magic of its power,
That
which
actually
is
makes
why
sense.
mages are so weak compared to mages from the Age of Gods, because conceptual phenomena are actually understood through magic or through science.
Yep.
And science is basically broadly understood, whereas magic is magic. I ain't gotta explain shit.
That's true.
So I kind of agree. I mean, cosmic horror, at least Lovecraftian cosmic horror, is kind of overdone and doesn't really translate well to visual media, because without like evil alien psychic, rays damaging your very psyche, you can't really have like it's a octopus and also a dragon that like is actually all that scary, because I can guarantee you there are people that would go, yes, but can I make him my husband though?
That's
Which is
just
frankly
part of the human psyche, I think.
Frankly a series of words that I never thought I would say in my life, but I mean, it's true. And honestly, it's kind of a shame, because like there is cosmic horror out there which is actually really good. Lord Dunsany, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Lord Dunsany, he's a British fantasy author, actually, who Lovecraft actually stole. I hate to say this, he basically plagiarized a number of his concepts from. I mean, the entire thing of Azathoth basically is stolen from Lord Dunsany's Gods of Pagana mythos, where by basically everything it has this broad sweeping dreamscape, and it turns out it is actually this just long daydream of this cosmic entity called Mana Yud Shushai. And so the entire thing is that there's this entity that goes around harassing everyone called the Trumpeter. But the entire thing with the Trumpeter is like, the reason why he's harassing everyone is to create noise, which continues the daydream. And so as long as the daydream of this entity, Lord Mana, continues, then the universe that they exist in will continue.
Interesting. If you're interested in that sort of thing, then I have some recommendations in the analog horror genre as well. One being Black Dragonfish, which talks about there's this galaxy that we humans send a probe into. And the probe is like, it starts off, it's a very slow burn. You got to get into it a little bit. But it's taking photos of the stars and planets and moons tons and tons and tons of miles away. And then we start learning that these planets are actually sentient beings unto themselves. And they are aware of the life that lives on them. And we start learning that there's like this entire cosmological hierarchy. And there's talks of rebellion and coups against the older, larger planets. And how there's going to be this new order of like these sibling planets. And there's one, and I cannot remember its name. It might have been Anubis, because they're all named after different gods of different pantheons. The moons in, I think, Anubis's orbit all died, and he went into a state of mourning for like 20,000 years or something, and now he's suddenly awake again, and no one knows why. It's just really, really cool stuff. It's very heady, it's a slow burn, but it's so good. I really
There's actually
like that
multiple there's actually multiple entities in Lovecraft that are like that.
Yeah. And
Azoth the Wanderer, which Junji Ito actually stole, basically. It's effectively this strange blood red moon that just shows up, and it's supposed to show up in the Earth's orbit like
Okay.
every 20,000 years or so. And the entire thing is basically it just shows up. Everyone goes mad for like a month, and then it just leaves. And no one knows why it's doing that. If it's just like doing something else, if it just likes messing with people, or what's going on. But yeah.
Oh,
So
and the other one I'll throw out there is Gemini Home Entertainment. And that one's a long runner. That one's been around for a couple years, but it's really good. And the whole thing is like this weird alien parasite has somehow gotten to Saturn, and now it's like sending these weird monsters and things to other planets to like scout for food. It's really really good. I'm being really super reductive because we've been on this for a bit, but like it's
no,
that one's one of my favorites.
I think that sounds cool.
So I am shaped purely by the desires of organisms. You know, that would explain your physique. Aspiration, hunger, thirst, impulse. I see what you mean. And lust. I thought you would be smaller in terms of power scale. I'm not sure if you get what I mean. I understand, and you're actually correct. Huh? This is a manifestation of me. This one too. So you're not actually here? That's not entirely true. It's more like a strand of my hair is here. Uh-huh. Hey, I'm diligently explaining this to you. I'm sorry. I'm messing with you. She's more childish than I thought. If you don't have a sense of humor, is life worth living?
I mean, that's true. And I mean, you also have to understand that, you literally are interacting right now in our exalted game with a being who is simultaneously cursed to be in that particular spot. But he also, because he is one of the great devas, isn't also entirely there because he also has to be with his greater self.
Right.
Don't you love soul hierarchies?
It's a thing, all right. This is a manifestation.
I can't wait for you guys to go to the underworld.
Whoa, I think I have a thumbnail for this video. Oh god, she has a beauty mark on her. Oh god.
That's not a beauty mark because it's lower on her face. Wait, are they beauty marks if they're not on her face?
It's just a mole either way. I can do this too. I'm okay with all of these things, actually. What do you think about it?
You would be okay with mammary optics?
Yes. Good. I don't want to be rude.
Weird.
But... she hot! Oh no! She hot!
Yeah, boy! Damn, boy!
So,
damn,
boy. Why are you Mrs. instead of Miss? Do you know that definition? Why? Because I like how Mrs. sounds better. Fair enough. I'll have to change it eventually, won't I? Change it? What do you mean? Isn't it obvious? You humans insist on assigning labels and titles to things you don't fully understand. Well, yeah, but Mrs. specifically refers to a married woman. Exactly. Then it fits perfectly, doesn't it? Wait, what? Who? Me? I think we're straying from the point. I'm just teasing. But really, I like Mrs. Carries a certain charm. Why does everything sound ominous when she says it? That's just part of her appeal. So why me? Why not you? Seriously, out of everyone, why me? I mean, out of everyone else, surely there are better options. Better? Oh, don't sell yourself short. You're special, Snek. If I'm honest, it was just chance. Chance, that's it? Well, at first, but now I'm intrigued. You're different, and that makes this fun. Fun? That's not terrifying at all. Relax.
Well,
You
I mean, we could go in. I mean, we could go into how you were, picked from a tree, at birth, when you by an angel and you were stolen away from, the baby farm planet when you were very, very, very little. But, then we had that's like a whole 4 other chapters, and we don't have time for that right now.
Great, totally not ominous. Okay, I guess we've covered that pretty comprehensively. Is that so? Okay, then. An hour later. You said you lived with your family. Yes. And you have sisters and brothers? Correct. Your story actually sounds more normal than I thought, but I'm not sure if there's any truth to it or not. I'm surviving, that's all that matters. There are worse fates than death, let's be realistic here.
You're right. You are cursed to live with this cosmic eldritch horror as in blessed matrimony. No!
Is there anything we haven't talked about? It's already past midnight. When will she leave? Whatever. Oh, okay, that's all we're getting out of that. Want to watch a movie?
If a lady of this caliber is in my domicile after midnight already,
I must be doing something right.
I already assume things are progressing towards a certain
certain goal.
End. Yes.
If you want to, you can pick any movie. This is clearly a trap. How'd you pick the one she likes? What could it be? We should watch
Dracula Dead and Loving It. Or wait, no. Right. Okay, I'm at a loss here, Snek. What Mel Brooks movie do you think a lady would like?
Young Frankenstein.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think Young Frankenstein. This lady is so strange in her thinking, but I feel like
Ape versus Ultimate Robot 2 sounds awesome.
It does. Let's do that. This one's my favorite. Ape vs. Ultimate Robot 2 is a masterpiece. You don't believe the fight choreography. The way the robot smashes the ape's jetpack is incredible. I've seen it like 10 times. Your favorite, really? You're serious about this. First of all, I hate action movies. They're so noisy and pointless. And second, who even watches the second movie of the series without seeing the first? That's just lazy. What? But so much for impressing me.
Okay, fine. Let's go back then.
Oh, she legit killed me for that! You died. Well, that is... She literally
Hold on, she ate us just for our shitty taste in movies?
Yep. We got pinged for that one. I guess he wasn't wrong. Try Love Like Who. As long as suit your taste, it's about love and complicated feelings. A romantic story. How sweet of you to think of me like that. Yeah, sure. What? I'm doing some kind of quick time event? Yes, I was actually able to fix it. I don't even know how it actually works. An hour later. It's cute, I suppose, but don't you think they're trying a little too hard? Love isn't so complicated. If you just take what you want. There are laws against that, lady.
Yeah, I was about to say, miss, unfortunately, unlike for cosmic entities, you go to jail for that sort of thing.
Make something more suited to my taste next time. I'm joking if you don't know. I thought I was gonna die. So was it the Halloween movie she was interested in? Okay, I have to know. I'm so close to a perfect run. I have to know.
I got to know, Snek says.
So, she likes slasher films? Something spooky. It's horror. It's horror. A man with no mask. I think you're missing some punctuation here. The man with the mask goes find new victims every Halloween.
It's horror, semicolon, a man with a mask.
Are you trying to scare me? Cute. Let's watch it then. Right. Please be patient. Hope this suits your preference. We have to deal with the TV power if we're going to watch this movie together. See, now it's actually explaining what the minigame is. It didn't do that. It's actually able to fix it. You can click on the same one multiple times if you click it before it despawns. It'd be kind of funny if she was bad with horror. Now, this is interesting. Humans can be so clever sometimes, though I figured out the ending long before they did. Also, it's just delightful how humans react to fear, isn't it? It's not fear I'm feeling right now, baby. I like it. Glad to hear that. Yeah, a woman who has an appreciation for slashers is definitely a keeper. I'm just saying.
I mean, it's not really my favorite thing, but honestly, I think horror films with a sense of humor are honestly the best, and there's very few of them that manage to pull that off well.
That is true.
But,
should I ask her to go upstairs? I feel like I'm on the cusp of victory here, but I got killed for picking a movie she didn't like, so, I'm dealing with a bit of a fickle heart here.
Well, I mean, have you already looked at the newspaper?
Oh, that's an idea. Not going to help me this time. Okay. The paper, the entrance, going upstairs.
You might need to go upstairs, dude.
Let's give it a shot. What could I do? I know. I should give her something. That might calm her down even more. Hey, did you call me? Yes. You do something special. Maybe I can do something for you. What are you planning now? Should I be concerned? It's not something weird. What's wrong with her? We just met and now you want to give me a gift. As if I want to. Something bad, just stay here and relax. I'll be back in a little while. Okay. Finally, some breathing room. Don't get me wrong, I like being around her, but sometimes she's just so sharp. It's like she knows what I'm thinking before I even say it. At least up here I can relax for a second and think things through. My room, it's a mess, but it's my mess. There's something about this chaos that feels like home. It's dirty, sure, but it's comfy. No one's judging me here. Not except maybe for the spider in the corner, but hey, spiders are cool, so I don't mind being judged by him. Alright, focus. Need to grab. It's in this box. I have to open it up. Spam click the box. Okay, we can do it. Made it! Now it's time for... That's a very strange looking roach. What's wrong? Nothing, just tripped over my bed. Hope she doesn't mind about that. Now it's time for... Really? Dude? Again? Do you need some help? No, it's nothing. Hey. Now it's actually time for the gift. Ta-da! Space Shork. Found him a while ago. He's my favorite doll. Time has come to say goodbye, my dear child. I hope she likes him too. Well, she's an alien, so maybe, maybe she'll like him. What's that? Is this for me? Yeah, I thought you might like him. He's so cute, thank you. Phew, she likes it. Mission accomplished. Wait, did I hear you scream earlier? Nope, definitely not. Must have been the wind. The wind, huh? It's actually... You know what? I'm gonna...
You know what?
Let's be honest. I'll tell her that I'm a wimp. Cockroach. Oh no, I think she hates insects. So you like bugs, right? Huh? If you like insects that much, I'll treat you like one. Yep, I'm dead. Honesty is never the right policy. Well, I mean... Like I said, we're dealing with a very fickle heart. A rat. You said a rat. Yeah. I'll let you slide this time. Since he's really cute. Okay. Oh dear. Oh yeah, we haven't looked at that paper yet. Midnight has passed. If you made it this far, you have one last chance to get rid of her. Tell her your parents are waiting. She may hesitate, but it's the only way to make her leave. And it's not ridiculous. Trust me, I've done extensive research, and this approach is most likely to work. If you fail, there's nothing we can do. Parents waiting. Got it. My last chance. Better not be lying about this working. But if I don't want to get rid of her, you guys ever think of that? I have nothing left to entertain her.
Snek, you can't wife up one of the great old ones, I hate to tell you.
Watch me. I've had my fair share of fun, but you're something else. Wait, what does that mean? You made me laugh more than anyone forever. I can't let you go now. You're coming with me. Wait, what are you talking about? Don't worry, darling. You'll enjoy this. Trust me. Next morning, no one can find you. Your home is empty and no one knows where you've gone. Some swear they hear faint laughter echoing in the distance. 6 out of 10 missing. So it does say that it hinges on the interest meter. You almost got the best ending. Congrats. You have to do more than this to get it. You take all of the choices perfectly. There are 2 things you shouldn't touch for the entire game to show your sincerity. Interesting. I might revisit this in the future, and the game is a bit longer than I expected, so I don't really want to try to grind it out.
Also, I mean, we did have several asides about, cosmic horror and...
No, I think honestly this is a good taste of the game. I invite you guys to play it for yourselves and see if you can find the other 9 endings. And I will probably do the other endings on my own good time. But I'm pretty happy. I basically got the penultimate ending, and I got to leave this boring world full of bureaucrats and taxation and got to go live with my elder god waifu. I'm pretty okay with this, actually.
Jeez.
So, thank you for joining me for this, Master Dietaku.
I honestly didn't know what to expect, and this still went in an unusual direction, so...
Sounds about par for the course. All right, I'll leave a link down in the description. You guys can play this game for yourself. It is free, and I will see you all next time.